because the technology exists to locate open channels. This is Kent Peterson, KC0DGY.
Noise on the frequency is bothersome enough when you're attempting to contact a much-wanted DX, but noise on frequencies used by commercial aircraft can shut commercial airspace down, as it did earlier this month in Greece. Graham Kemp, VK4BB, has that report.
Flights into Greece were temporarily grounded, delayed, or diverted this month after an unexplained noise was heard over radio frequencies that are used to communicate with aircraft. The air traffic radio blackout caused a loss of all frequencies, according to reports from the Association of Greek Air Traffic Controllers. The Hellenic Civil Aviation Authority told the media that the cause was a continuous involuntary emission, disrupting communications on the 4th of January. Authorities said they were able to rule out any likelihood of a deliberate attack, but they were continuing their investigation into what they called an unprecedented outage. It was suspected that the 2-hour standstill was the result of some unknown technical issue. A report by the BBC said that one theory reported was that a station in the mountains near Athens had failed. Greece's Ministry of Infrastructure and Transport said there are plans to upgrade the Greeks' aging air navigation systems and have that modernization in place by 2028. This is Graham Kemp, VK4BB.
The ham who helped grow and shape the national event Hamfest India has become a silent key. We have those details from John Williams, VK4JJW.
An enthusiastic CW operator who was also widely known for having a warm and dignified voice on the air, Adolf Shepard, VU2AF, believed in extending friendship through the airwaves. Those who joined him on the evening HFnet, AirNet India, looked forward to the welcome they always received from him as net control. One radio operator, Sandeep Barua, VU2MUE, wrote in a Facebook post that Adolf had a strong and positive presence on the net. He said, quote, "To countless listeners, it felt as though he was attempting to unite the entire nation of India through a single 30-minute radio transmission, binding distant operators together in a shared moment of communication and purpose." End quote. Adolf's enthusiasm and hard work is also credited with having transformed a modest regional hamfest into what is now known as Hamfest India, a popular national event. Adolf, who was first licensed in 1966, was reported to be silent key on the 7th of January. No other details were given. On his page on QRZ.com, he described himself as, quote, "one of the few old-timers still on the air," end quote. This is John Williams, VK4JJW.
Family, friends, and followers of the popular Linux and the Ham Shack podcast are grieving the loss of its host, Russ Woodman, K5TUX. Russ became a silent key on the 14th of January. His death came 16 days after hospitalization for complications from influenza. His wife, Cheryl, W5MOO, who posted daily updates on his condition on Facebook, announced his death. The news hit family, friends, and his followers hard. On his YouTube channel, Russ tells viewers that although he first began Linux and the Ham Shack to give amateurs options beyond using closed-source software, his efforts gained momentum and expanded into podcasts, video tutorials, and other activities. As his constituency grew, he proudly called Linux and the Ham Shack, quote, "a podcast, a state of mind, and a phenomenon," end quote. For more than 15 years, his podcast has been co-hosted by numerous fellow amateurs, including his wife, Cheryl. Russ, who was first licensed in 1993, was 56. Changes are proposed in the UK that would allow frequency sharing by certain devices, as we hear from Jeremy Boot, G4NJH.
In the UK, the regulator Ofcom has proposed changes in radio spectrum that would make it Europe's first country to implement the sharing of the same frequencies between two different technologies. The proposal looks specifically at the upper portion of the 6 GHz band, where priority usage would be given in one portion to Wi-Fi devices such as routers and another to mobile devices such as cell masts. Ofcom said the move to this so-called prioritized spectrum would most directly benefit businesses, households, and the UK economy in general. The change would affect indoor and lower power Wi-Fi and any higher power Wi-Fi under the control of an automated frequency control system as protection against interference. The regulator will be accepting comments on the proposal no later than the 20th of March. This is Jeremy Book, G4NJH.
Meanwhile, in the U.S., the 6 gigahertz band is getting new users. They're a new category of unlicensed devices, as we hear from Kent Peterson, KC0DGY.
The Federal Communications Commission intends to approve unlicensed operation on 6 gigahertz by a new category of devices known as GVP devices, which stands for Geofenced Variable Power. The devices are commonly used with short-range hotspots, indoor navigation, automation, and augmented or virtual reality devices. A number of tech companies, such as Apple, Microsoft, and Qualcomm, have been advocating for the move. The FCC will grant the devices a higher power than previously permitted for other unlicensed devices and require them to use geofencing systems so they do not interfere with radio astronomers and fixed microwave links. The FCC vote is set for the 29th of January. This is Kent Peterson, KC0DGY.
Time for you to identify your station. We are the Amateur Radio News Line, heard on bulletin stations around the world. This week, we welcome the Caribbean Amateur Radio News Network, which carries our newscast on Thursdays at 10:30 UTC on 7.139 megahertz. While some amateur radio groups in North America are getting ready for Winter Field Day, the cold weather equivalent of the ARRL's annual emergency preparedness in the summer, one club in California is taking the exercise a few steps further. Ralph Squillaci, KK6ITB, has those details.
The Tehachapi Amateur Radio Association, AC6EE, is calling the event the inaugural Wintertide Disaster Outreach. This year's exercise on January 24th is combining all the basics of this important amateur radio preparedness drill with roles for the public safety and disaster response agencies that they customarily work with during crises. That means the Salvation Army, local search and rescue, and representatives from the city of Tehachapi will be among those on hand. The group's Field Day coordinator, Teresa Scott, W5ILP, and its public affairs officer, Micah Martin, KN6VUT, told the Tehachapi News that including the community partners simply made sense this year, since they are part of the real-time response team with the hams when calamity strikes. The group is also hoping that bringing this expanded public visibility to Winter Field Day might also inspire more people, including spectators who come to learn more to pursue their amateur radio licenses. Micah told the newspaper that the Winter Field Day Association, which supports this exercise every January, was not aware of any other Winter Field Day events that had planned such a wide-ranging involvement this year. It's being done for a good purpose, according to Teresa, who told the newspaper, quote, "We really want to encourage people to get on board with this. It can be a life-saving tool," end quote. This is Ralph Squillaci, KK6ITB.
One of the many things visitors can look forward to at Hamcation next month in Orlando, Florida, is using a digipeater dedicated to users of APRS. Jack Parker, W8ISH, gives us those details.
If you're visiting the Hamcation Fairgrounds between the 13th and 15th of February, and you're bringing along an APRS-enabled device, tune it to 147.585 using a path of temp1-1. That will get you into the digipeater being set up by the Daytona Beach Amateur Radio Association, enabling you to connect with others at Hamcation, sending and receiving messages. The Daytona Group is sponsoring the digipeater activity and calling it APRS Day Out, allowing radio operators to practice the kind of networking skills that would come in handy during events like hamcation or during a crisis. Once you're connected, your first message should, of course, be CQ to let everyone know you've arrived on the network. See more details about APRS Day Out by following the link in the text version of this week's newscast at arnewsline.org. This is Jack Parker, W8ISH.
In the world of DX, Chai DS1TUW is operating holiday style as 8Q7JI from the Maldives, IOTA number AS013 from the 18th through to the 24th of January. He'll be using mostly FT8 with some CW and SSB. Listen for him on 80 through 10 meters. Jasic SP5APW is on the air holiday style as CE7/SP5APW until the 18th of January from Chiloa Island, IOTA number SA018. He'll be on the air on the 23rd and 24th of January as CE8/SP5APW from Tierra del Fuego, IOTA number SA008. Jasic will be using FT8 and SSB on 20 through 10 meters. He'll also be on 6 meters using FT8. Soda chasers may want to listen for Brian, VK3BCM, who has FT8 activations coming up in Chile and the Falklands. He'll use the call sign CE/VK3BCM on Ciro, San Cristobal, Soda Summit CE3/SA019 on the 25th of January. In the Falklands, listen for call sign VP8EBY on the Two Sisters Summit, SOTA number VP8/EF013, the site of the 1982 war with Argentina. Check SOTA Watch for the activation date between 21st and 23rd of January. If possible, he'll add phone to these activations. Listen for the special event call sign DA2026SKI being used by a DARC team. Operators are on the air from the 15th of January through to the 15th of February. This event celebrates the FIS Ski Flying World Championships to be held in Oberstdorf. See QRZ.com for QSL details of all stations. Imagine more than 12,000 young people gathered wide-eyed and eager, awaiting an unprecedented superstar event. There was no movie headliner or rock band on stage, but in the sky, the International Space Station, where an FM repeater was allowing a ham on the ground to make connections via amateur radio. Jason Daniels, VK2LAW, tells us about it.
The outdoor assembly of young people may well have been the largest of its kind. More than 12,000 students on hand to watch ham radio contacts being made via the International Space Station's repeater during a science and space program in Gujarat, India. The two-way contacts, arranged with support from AMSAT India and the Indian Space Research Organisation, were demonstrated by Rajesh Vagadia, VU2EXP, AMSAT India's regional coordinator. It happened in late December as the ISS passed overhead. Using a portable satellite ground station, Rajesh began calling CQ using the space station's crossband FM repeater. The first successful contact with VU2MZT in Maharashtra was heard by the students as the downlink audio was amplified through a PA system. The young crowd erupted in applause. Two other contacts followed during the space station's brief overhead pass. Writing in one of the forums on QRZ.com, Rajesh noted the significance of the moment, saying that many of the students were hearing live signals being transmitted via the space station for the first time in their lives. Rajesh, who called the size of the outdoor ham radio demonstration unprecedented, wrote, quote, "The event stands as a testament to careful planning, technical expertise, teamwork, and unwavering commitment," end quote. To watch the contacts being made, see the short YouTube clip on his channel. The link appears in the text edition of this week's newscast at arnewsline.org. This is Jason Daniels, VK2LAW.
Are you ready to write a ham radio haiku? It's easy, even if you've never written a single line of poetry in your life. Visit our website at arnewsline.org, and as you compose your ode to your favorite on-the-air activity, we'll help you use the correct number of syllables to make an authentic haiku. Submit your work and then sit back and wait to hear whether your inspired haiku will be highlighted on our website where everyone can read it. With thanks to ABC News, Amateur News Daily, Ars Technica, BBC, David BR, K7DB, DX News, 425DX Bulletin, Ofcom, QRZ.com Forums, Radio World, Reuters, Soto Reflector, ShortwaveRadio.de, Tehachapi News, Wireless Institute of Australia, Facebook, YouTube, and you, our listeners, that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline. We remind listeners that Amateur Radio Newsline is an all-volunteer nonprofit organization that incurs expenses for its continued operation. If you wish to support us, please visit our website at arnewsline.org. And know we appreciate you all. We also remind listeners, if you like our newscast, please leave us a 5-star rating wherever you subscribe to us. For now, with Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team worldwide, I'm Jim Dameron, N8TNW, in Charleston, West Virginia, saying 73. As always, we thank you for listening. We wish all our listeners the very best for the year ahead in 2026. Amateur Radio Newsline is copyright 2026. Amateur Radio Newsline retains ownership of its material even when retransmitted elsewhere. All rights are reserved.
Get ready for the weekly Serenade starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome all licensed amateur radio operatives. This is WA8KOC. And I'm here to call CQ for Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's Tuesday Weekly Net. My name is Fred. My call sign is WA8KOC, but I will be using the club call as W8WKY for this evening's net hour or so. Before we get started, can I call for any announcements from any of the operators or members?
WA8KOC, W8HRF, have an announcement about Winter Field Day for you, Fred.
Fabulous. Josh, take it away, and it's good to hear you this evening. You are the one that is kind of commandeering our Winter Field Day, and kudos to you. We all appreciate it. It's all yours.
Fred, yeah, I appreciate that. Could you give me Could you call for check-ins and call for me to do the announcement afterwards? I am currently driving and I need to pull into a spot. Thanks.
I will do so. Anyone else that may have any announcements, club-related or other, please give me a call, W8WKY here. Radio silence. Good evening, everybody. Sarah and friends. I'd like to go ahead and start this off by calling for any of the in and out check-ins this evening. It's always great to hear everybody and some enjoyed camaraderie amongst all of us. But if somebody has to be in and out, we understand. In and out stations, please give me a call.
Whiskey 8, Charlie, Tango, Mike, Jerry at Portage Lakes. I might as well start you out for that closed shelf this morning. Everybody have a great net.
Kilo Echo 8, India Mike Echo. David, Sterling, Ohio. Moon out.
November 8, Whiskey Sugar, Bill in New London. In and out. Good evening, Fred.
WA8KOC, this is KE8VQX, Kilo Echo 8, Victor Quebec X-Ray. Joe, currently in Ellicottville, New York. I'll be in and out tonight, Fred. Thanks.
KF8, FNC, Columbus, Ohio. In and out.
Columbus, Ohio station, I got KF8. It sounded like FNT, Foxtrot November Tango. Could you please re-identify so I make sure I have it right?
No problem. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Foxtrot November Charlie, Isaac in Columbus.
All right, Isaac, I got you in and out. Thank you for checking in with us this evening, and drop back and spend some time with us whenever you care to. Other stations that are in and out, please give me a call.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB, Randy and Ribbon. I'll be in and out, and 73, and God bless everyone. Have a great net, Fred.
KO4FSH, Kilo Oscar 4, Fox Sierra Hotel. Dave in Perry Heights, Ohio.
Whiskey Tango Delta, W8TD, John in Wadsworth, in and out this evening. Good night, all.
All right, I guess I'll pick it up there. In and out stations, I have copied W8CTM Carey, KE8IME David, N8WS Bill. Good evening, Bill. KE8VQX, my buddy Joe. Joe, enjoy your travels. You're out of town, I see. KF8 FNC Isaac, I got you. KE8TLB Randy, good evening. Got you in and out. KO4 FSH Dave, thanks for checking in. Marked you in and out. And W8TD John, I've got you in and out. Thanks, buddy. Take care. 7-3 to all you guys. Anyone else in and out for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Weekly Net, please give me a call.
Kilo Delta 8, November Echo Oscar, KD8 NEO, Darrell in Holmes County, in and out.
November 8th, Romeo Kilo Echo Larry in North Royalton. In and out, please.
SX, Mark in Spencer. In and out. Appreciate it.
Mark, I got you in Spencer, but I don't have your call sign. Could you please re-identify? Front half of that transmission was chopped off. My apologies.
Oh, we'll blame it on the G4 activity, right? We got Kilo 8 Alpha Sierra X-ray.
W8WKY.
K8 ASX. Gotcha, Mark. Thank you for checking in with us. Any other check-ins in and out, please?
November 8th, Romeo Kilo Echo, Larry North Royalton. In and out.
My apologies, Larry. I had you right before Mark. Got you marked in and out. Anyone else?
Kilo Delta 8, Mike, Germany, Florida. I'll be in and out. I'm taking care of children downstairs, so figure I'd check in. Have a good night, guys. Check up 6 meters. It's wide open right now.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Alpha, KF8, DTA, Jeff, New Franklin, in and out.
Kilowatt Delta 8, Sierra, Quebec. Jim, I'll be in and out.
Alrighty then. I have added to the list WD8NEO. Daryl, thanks for checking in with us. Mark you in and out. N8RTA, N8RKE. Larry, thank you for checking in with us. K8ASX. Mark, thanks for checking in and out. KD8GMF. Ricky, thanks for checking in and out. Appreciate it. KF8DTA. Jeff, I got you in and out. And KD8SQ, our buddy Jim over in Marshallville, in and out. All of you stations, appreciate you being here with us this evening. Sorry you can't stick around. Should be a fun evening. Drop back and spend some time with us when you can. One more round of in and out check-ins if they're available. W8WKY.
Hey, I just want to make a correction. This is Ricky, KD8MGF. It's Mike Golf Foxtrot. All right, guys, have a good night. I'll be standing by listening.
I'm sorry. I had it down as KD8MGF, and that's incorrect.
Maybe you did have it right. I don't know. I get them playing games downstairs, so yeah, it's Kilo Delta 8, Mike, Germany, Florida, and Redmond, Ricky.
All right, Ricky, thanks. Appreciate the correction. Anyone else? In and out check-ins for the Tuesday Sarah Weekly Net, please give me a call. All right, way to start it off. W8CTM, KE8IME, NAWS, KE8VQX, KF8FNC, KE8TLB, KO4FSH, W8TD, KD8NEO, N8RKE, K8ASX. We got Ricky in here, following him, KF8DTA, and KD8SQ. Everybody, thanks for checking in with us. We appreciate it. And drop back and spend some time with us whenever you care to. I might mention tomorrow is SuperNet Wednesday here on the WAWKY repeater. The Barometer Net, the Beacon Net, and, the Barometer Net, the Boredom Breaker Net, and the Beacon Net. I'll go ahead and start taking check-ins for people who are going to stick around and play trivia with us. This is WAWKY. Good evening, everybody.
This is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8SLG, Nick on Allstar.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray, KE8 VOX, Scott and Vermilion.
November Tango 8, Delta NTHD, Dave in Copley.
Alpha 8, Charlie Tango, Craig in Shreve.
Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Papa, KF8, DTP, Lori Maslin.
N8 MWS, November 8, Mike Whiskey Sierra Pete, Jackson Township, Stark County.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo, KE8, ZZR, area over here in Wadsworth.
This is WO3X, Whiskey Oscar 3 X-Ray, John in Cuyahoga Falls, Summit County.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8, Uniform India Bravo, KE8, UIB, John Maslin.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8, VZA, Eric in Strongsville.
Well, good evening, Fred. Here is KC8, Fox Queen, Victor, Mark, and Aurora.
All right, I'm going to run down the list for who's sticking around to play trivia with us and say hello. I copied KD8SLG, Just Nick. KE8VOX, Scotty, I got you. NT8D, Dave, thanks for being here. AA8CT, Brother Craig, I got you in here. KF8DTP, Ms. Lori, thanks for being here. N8MWS, Pete, we got you. KE8ZZR, Harry, hello. WO3X, John, got you. KE8UIB, Johnny, got you in on the log. KE8VZA, Eric, and KC8FQV, Mark. Thank you all for checking in with us. I'm going to hope there's a couple more people out there I can snag. This is W8WKY for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Weekly Net.
Kilo 4, Oscar Golf, K4OG, Mark and Copley.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, Tom and Ken.
Well, I did manage to snag a couple more. Copied K4OG, my buddy Mark, over in Copley, and KA8MNT, Tom, our master of humor, for the Barometer Net in the mornings. Tom, good to hear you, buddy. I'm going to go ahead and start going down the line and start it off with the trivia so we can all get on with our evening here. I'm sure there are other people who will check in a little bit later on, and I'll reread the trivia for them. But this evening's trivia, the question is, Gerson Strasberg, WA2JXX, invented this item, which for a long time no self-respecting geek have been without. What would that item be? Answer A would be the math wall clock. Answer B would be the Star Trek Bluetooth communicator badge. Answer C would be the pocket protector. Answer D would be the interactive QR mug. And answer E would be none of the above. One more time for our trivia this evening. The question would be Gerson Strasberg, WA2JXX, invented this item, which for a long time no self-respecting geek would have been without. What is that item? Answer A, the math wall clock. Answer B, the Star Trek Bluetooth communicator badge. Answer C, the pocket protector. Answer D, the interactive QR mug. And answer E, none of the above. Hope everybody's got their thinking caps on. I'm going to take it back up to the top here so we can get rolling. That's KD8SLG, Just Nick, down in Orville, or maybe on the farm. I don't know. Good evening, Nick. I know you're on Allstar. Have you had a good Tuesday evening so far? What's new with you, and can you answer our trivia question?
W8WKY.
W8WKY, says KDSLG. Good evening, Fred, and all the Sarah Club netizens. Had to wait for my node ID. I am down the farm. Tell you what, though, I'm going to cede my time right now. Get Josh on here to talk about Winter Field Day, WHRF.
We can do that, and I probably should have just taken the liberty of getting him in here after our in and out check-ins. W8HRF. Josh. Mr. Van Dyke, how are you this evening? You want to let us in on what's going on for Winter Field Day? And then if you want the question posed again, I can do so. W8HRF, W8WKY.
W8KOC, W8HRF. Thank you, Fred. I do appreciate it. For my trivia, I'm going to go with Charlie. But good evening, everybody. I have an announcement here for Winter Field Day. W8, the Sarah Club, and the Canton Amateur Radio Club are participating in Winter Field Day this Saturday, January 24th, and Sunday the 25th. We'll be operating from a cabin in Sterling, Ohio. The address for that is 8245 Fulton Road, Sterling, Ohio. This is an indoor Winter Field Day operation, and visitors are welcome. Doors open at 12:30 p.m. on Saturday, with operating beginning at 1 p.m. That also lines up with lunch. We'll operate through the night and wrap up on around 2 p.m. on Sunday, at which point teardown will begin. We're aiming for the 12-band challenge this year, and I can say in advance that we'll be operating on 160 through 6 meters plus 2 meters, 220, 70 centimeters, 900 megahertz, and 1.2 gigahertz for a total of 12 bands. I can't announce what frequencies we'll be on ahead of time. However, I can say that we will, on the day of the event, if you're listening to the W8WKY repeater, we'll be happy to share where we're operating at that moment, since spotting is permitted via RF. If you have 1.2 gigahertz, 220 megahertz, or 900 megahertz capabilities and we're within simplex range of the site, please reach out on the repeater during the event. We'd like to make some contacts on those bands. Let me take a real quick break. Ways to contact the site. We will have a talk-in station on the W8WKY repeater at the start of the event through lunch, and then again before dinner time, carrying on through dinner. We'll also send out all this information in an email to the club later tonight or early tomorrow. I'll also have my cell phone number on there, and you can get in contact with us via the Sarah Discord. A quick note on parking, because this is important. On Saturday, parking will be at Smithville Apostolic Christian Church, 8530 Fulton Road, Sterling, Ohio. Again, 8530 Fulton Road, Sterling, Ohio is where we will be parking on Saturday. The cabin itself is, the driveway is going to be drop-off only. You can either drop off at the cabin and have one of us escort you to the parking spot over at the church and then drive you back, or you can park at the church and give us a call on the repeater and we'll come and get you, or on my phone. There's no parking at the church due to services. We'll be parking at Ron Stoller, KB8 LNK's house. We appreciate him allowing us to do that. 7056 Wadsworth Road in Orville, about 6 minutes away. You'll notice it because you'll see the towers. Again, lunch will be at 1 p.m. on Sunday. It'll be cold cuts and sandwiches. Saturday dinner, 6 p.m., pulled pork, beans, mac and cheese. Sunday breakfast, 9 a.m. will be a classic breakfast with sausage, bacon, eggs, etc. If you plan on staying over the night, we have spots for 9 or 10 people. I know we have already about 9 or 10 people staying. Bring a sleeping bag or something like that if you are planning on staying. A couple of final notes. I know I'm taking up a lot of time. I apologize. Stations will be on the HF stations will be on the second floor of the cabin. It's not very handicap accessible, so just be aware. And lastly, there are still plenty of operating slots available overnight and into Sunday. So please take a look on the club website. Again, I'll send all this information out in a club email, and really looking forward to seeing everybody, and appreciate you guys putting up with my time for the long announcement. So thank you, Fred. Again, my answer is Charlie. Back to you, WA8 KOC, WA8 HRF, 7-3 all.
Fabulous, assertive, aggressive operating modes. 12 different bands. Good deal, Josh. Thanks for all you do for this kind of stuff. Field days and parks on the air. Sincerely appreciated. This should prove to be a really wonderful time and very successful. And kudos to you and the whole group that lined this all up. I'm sorry to have told you guys I'm going to have to miss, but I'll be praying for you, and it sounds like a really wonderful setup. I've got you down for letter C, Charlie, and I'll let you go. If you want to recheck later on, feel free. KD8SLG W8WKY. Good evening again, Nick.
WWI, this is KD8SLG. Thanks, Fred. I really wanted Josh to be in there and do it justice, and he did for sure. Tell you what, there won't be any mosquitoes. I'm going to go with Bravo tonight. I like the Star Trek badge thing. I really do. As you mentioned, SuperNet Wednesday tomorrow. If you're not there, you're either dead or in jail. Dustin's going to have the first hour of the Board and Breaker Net. Nancy, I think, is still in Indiana and probably isn't going to do the second hour. Probably be Ray. I know how Nancy feels when you get plopped somewhere with an Allstar Node and you try to run a net on a handy talkie and use a smart TV as a net logger. Who would do such a thing? Oh, I would. But, yeah. So Ray will be there either way, and then we have the Beacon Net tomorrow night as always. And we got you in the morning, man. I'll see you there. It's KD8SLG. Back to net control. Thanks, Fred.
No, Nick, thank you, and thank you for getting Josh in here prior to starting running down the list. That was well warranted. And again, kudos, very much appreciation awarded to Josh for his fine efforts for this winter field day. Should be great. Thank you, as VP, for what you do for the club. I'm going to try and make it 5 for 5 this morning, this evening, tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, and tomorrow evening. We'll see if I make it through. But I've got you down for letter B, Bravo. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Have yourself a good evening. KE8VOX, Scotty, good evening. How was your family lunch today? What's new with you? And have you got an answer for this trivia question? Over to you.
W8WKY, this is KE8VOX. Got up here on the shores of Lake Erie, and we canceled family lunch. It was just too doggone cold, so everybody stayed in that was in the area. Half of them were down on some cruise in Virgin Islands or something. They sent pictures. It was disgusting. But anyway, I didn't do nothing. I didn't even get dressed today. Played around with that 3D printer all day, and that's been pretty much it, Fred. And for trivia, I'm going to go with, well, the only thing I had of all those things was a pocket protector. So I'm going to go with C for trivia. And that's it. Have a great night, Fred. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for getting me in. W8KY, K8VOX, 73, everyone.
Scott, I understand it was damn cold today. Really, really cold. And calling off the family lunch was probably the best thing. I think it was disgusting that those people are down in the Caribbean cruising and you're stuck up here in the cold. I can imagine your annoyance with that. But whatever you do, have yourself a terrific Tuesday. What's left of it, I'll talk to you in the morning, hopefully. And thanks for being in here with us. I'm glad to talk to you anytime. I got you down for letter C, Charlie, for the trivia. Take care, Scott. And DAD, good evening, Dave. How was your day? What's new with you, and what have you got for us for the trivia answer?
Good evening there, Fred, everybody on the net. I think my day was pretty much the same as everybody else's. Cold. It was 1 degree when I talked to you this morning. It's 4 degrees. No, 3.6 degrees now. No, 4.6 degrees now here in Copley. Did make it out to the store, pick up a couple of necessities today, but that's about all I went out for. I kind of get everything else rearranged. It's just too dang cold to go out and do stuff. Humidity's just wreaking havoc with the piano, so, we'll see what happens here over the next couple of weeks. Finished up my leftover pork stew, and got the stuff ready to make a big old shepherd's pie for the next cold spell. I think that's going to be my next cold weather food. Did a chili last time, so I got to do something different. I hope everybody's staying warm. I hope everybody's utilities, furnace, everything's going well. I said every time the furnace kicks on, I think, oh, God, what is my gas bill is going to be like this month? And I also think, thank goodness my furnace kicked on tonight because it's cold. Anyways, thanks for doing the net tonight there, Fred. I'm going to go with C. Charlie. I mean, the ultimate nerd product of all time has to be the pocket protector. Back to W8WKY and TAD.
Nicely done, Dave. I would say this was the day to stay in and prepare food. I know that Roseanne made a wonderful vegetable stew, and she's got it cooking in the slow cooker right now, and looking forward to enjoying that on these cold, cold winter nights. Enjoy your shepherd's pie when you get to it. Thanks for being in here with us. I got you marked down for C. Charlie for the answer to the trivia. Take care, Dave. 7-3. AA8CT, Brother Craig, good evening to you. I marked you in on the barometer net this morning. And, just appreciate your presence here this evening with us. How's your day been? And what do you got for this answer for this trivia question?
W8WKY, Fred. Well, I'm glad. I tried like 3 times to get in, and then I had to leave a little bit early to go work out, so I didn't get to chat with you. But, hey, I've been trying to keep cool all day. I mean, it's just ridiculously so cold out there. Oh, I'll tell you. It was 4 when I left this morning, and it was chilly. But that's okay, because in 2 months, 3 months, we're going to be starting to complain about the heat. So there you have it. I'm going to go with Charlie as well, just because that sounds kind of like what Dave said and what Josh said. So there you have it. Take care, my friend, and we will get that item, that Masonic thing together one of these years. I'm hoping to get my couple of antennas up in the air here. I don't know when, but I was playing with my grandson on the 220 today. We both have tri-band little HTs, and so we were talking back and forth, so that's kind of cool. So with that, W8WKY, this is AA8CT. Have a wonderful evening, and to all the club netters out there, take care, try to stay cool, and I hope everything works well. As Fred said, the furnaces work, the electric stays on, and we'll see you all again in the morning, and we'll see you again in the morning. What can I say? You're like the only guy I talked to today. AA8CT.
Well, Craig, we can thank Mark, K4OG, for assisting me in getting you in on the log this morning, because he heard you and I did not. And as I told everybody this morning, collisions happen on a repeater. You can't get away from it. But, he relayed. So you were in and counted. You take good care of yourself. Have a terrific Tuesday, what's left of it. I will look forward to talking to you in the morning. And if I don't hear from you sooner or later, I'll just call on you. That way, everybody will pause and give you a chance to get in. Take care, Craig. KF8DTP, Ms. Lori, this is W8WKY. I'm looking to find out what's going on with you this beautiful Tuesday, Winter Tuesday. And do you have an answer for our trivia question? Over to you.
W8WKY from KF8DGP. Let me see. I did absolutely nothing today, all day long. I get to sit and lounge in the chair all day. Well, I mean, I did a little laundry here and there, but yeah, I did nothing. And you know, my answer to tonight's trivia question, I keep going back and forth. So, you know, I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to choose A, Alpha, and see where that takes me tonight. So, with that, this is KF8 DTP, and I will be clear. 7-3, y'all. Have a great evening.
Lori, thanks for being here with us this evening. You have a great evening with your darling husband, and hopefully things won't be as boring for you tomorrow as they were today. You're fortunate to be able to be employed but have a day extra off, and I hope you enjoyed it. I do have you marked down for letter A, Alpha, to the answer to the trivia. That would be the math wall clock. And take care. Talk to you soon. 7-3. N8 MWS. Pete, good evening. Good to hear you with us this evening. Hopefully you've had a good Tuesday. What's new and what's your answer for the trivia question? W8WKY.
Hey, good evening, everybody on the net. It's Pete, November 8th, Mike Whiskey Sierra, located in beautiful Jackson Township, Stark County, Ohio. And don't have a lot for the net. It's cold out there, but I think all of us are old enough to remember that it used to kind of be like this when we grew up through the 70s and 80s and 90s even. We've been spoiled for a while. Our winters have been pretty mild, so. But nevertheless, just bundle up out there. Be careful. Don't get frostbite or anything like that. And for the trivia question, I'm going with Lori because nobody else has picked A, so I'm on Lori's team. So I'm going to pick A and see what happens. Other than that, that's all I got. And everybody stay well out there. Be safe. And always a pleasure to check into this net. November 8th, Mike Whiskey Sierra, back to W8WKY net control.
November 8th, Mike Whiskey Sierra from Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee. Good evening to you, Pete. Thank you for being here with us. Appreciate your presence. I do have you marked down for letter A, Alpha, to the answer to the trivia. And, drop back and spend some time with us whenever you care to. More than welcome. Always good to hear from you. We'll say 7-3 to Pete. Move on over to Harry. KE8ZZR. Harry, good evening. How are things with you? It's been a while. And do you have an answer for the trivia question for us? Over to you, pal.
W8WKY, this is KE8ZZR. Good evening, Fred, and everybody else that's on the net here. Today was kind of a cold day, obviously. I went down to Worcester and met with the Worcester Aries group and had lunch. Came home and says, I guess I should clean the driveway. So I plowed the driveway. My driveway is about 200 foot long. 150 feet, something like that. So I figured I better get the snow off it. Got to keep the snow clear in front of the camper because we pulled out here February 6th as we head to Hamcation. So got to keep things clear. And that's about it. So my trivia question here is going to be C. C is in Charlie. I used to have a plant operator, my boss. He had one of them pocket protectors, and he had every it was like a toolbox in his pocket. So I just brought back some memories there. So that's my answer. And With that, Fred, you have a good night. Nice job running the net here. This is KE8 ZZR Clear.
W8WKY.
Harry, I'm going to give you a kudos. You sound just as fabulous as John W8TD does. Not just full quieting, but just like you're sitting right here next to me. Boy, I'll tell you, it's perfect signal in the repeater. And a perfect answer, I've got you marked down for letter C, Charlie. This is trivia. Yeah, keep that area in front of the RV clean and wide open, so when it comes time, you can pull out and find form. I'll look forward to talking to you soon, pal. Take good care of yourself. 7-3. WO3X John, good evening to you. Thanks for being in here with us. What's new with you? Have you got an answer for this trivia question?
W8WKY, this is WO3X, John here in Cuyahoga Falls. Doing pretty good here. I have a net that is on the 80-meter band, and the signal is way down, I guess due to that solar flare. But I was still able to get through. Let's see here. So hopefully that will clear up for Winter Field Day, because I'm hoping to do 6 bands for Winter Field Day on my mobile stationary setup. So we'll see how that goes. And also I'm going to attempt again, which I did successfully last year, 6 hours continuous operation. So we'll see. I may be able to do this 6 hours, but maybe not 6 bands. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. You had a trivia question. Let's see. I guess I'll go along with the crowd that's choosing C. Charlie, the pocket protector. With that, this is WO3X back to the net.
John, wonderful plan for Winter Field Day. 6 hours, 6 bands. That should be fabulous. I hope you are able to accommodate all 6 hours and all 6 bands, and whatever you do, enjoy. We will look forward to talking to you in the near future, and I do have you marked down for letter C, Charlie, to the answer to the trivia question. Take care, pal. KE8 UIB, Johnny, good evening. You're up? How was your day? Did you get through the inspection or audit or whatever you want to call it in fine form today? And I'll take your answer for the trivia. Over to you, W8WKY.
W8WKY from K8UIB. Good evening, Fred, everybody out there on the net. And, Fred, we'll knock out the trivia first. I'm doing that weekly, going back and forth with Mom and Dad. And let me tell you, the moment you started reading off the choices for the answers, and the moment you said Star Trek, I knew my Mom and Dad would be sold. My mom is one of the biggest, most diehard Star Trek fans I know. I remember her taking me and my brother with pride to go see Star Trek 4 at a theater down on Waterloo Road when we were kids, and oh man, that was one of my that is a Star Trek movie I do like the best. So my mom and dad's answer will definitely be B, Bravo, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with them on that. And the workman's comp inspection today. The press was on a grant through workman's comp, so he had to come in today, do a video of me using the press, ask, how much easier it is on me physically, and then, they had to dot the I's and cross the T's on the serial numbers and just make sure everything matched up, and, so it went over pretty good, Fred. Let me pause for time real quick. Yeah, that went over really, really good, and I'm happy to have that done. And I guess there's still a little bit room on the grant that maybe we can look into upgrading another piece of equipment. So that might be a good thing there too. But with that, you guys, it's Tuesday night. It's cold outside. I hope everybody's on the warm side of the door and enjoying the net. And guys, oh man, there's a lot of winter field day activities on Saturday. So hopefully there'll be some good club-to-club contact in there too, you guys. So with that, you guys, this is K8UIB. I'm going to go ahead and hand this back over to Net Control. 7-3s, y'all. Thanks for running the net tonight, Fred.
Well, John, thanks for being in here with us. Thank you to you and your parents for playing along. We appreciate that as well. Glad to know that everything went well today on the job site, and maybe some potential fixes in the future. So anyway, whatever you do, stay warm and stay healthy. And I've got you marked down for letter B, Bravo, for both you and your parents to the answer to the trivia. You know what? Star Trek is my absolute favorite. Back in the 60s, I used to watch it on television, and I used to get so enthralled. My parents would be telling me to do things, and I'd go, yeah, in a minute, yeah, just a minute, yeah, hold on a minute. And I'd blow everything off just to be able to watch. Take care, John. 7-3, and I'll talk to you tomorrow morning, hopefully. KE8VZA, Eric, good evening. Good to hear you with us this evening. Hopefully you had a good Tuesday. What's new, and what's your answer to this trivia question? W8WKY.
W8WKY of the net. This is KE8VZA here. Trivia, before I forget, I'm going to get on the bandwagon and go with Charlie. And let's see, what else? Today was a good day. Had a good day at work. Productive day. That's always good. Man, was it cold. Yep, winter is here. I, too, like Star Trek. Big fan of all the series. And the original series I watched as a kid, and it was I loved it. I was sucked in right away. Nor's 10-meter net tonight was very noisy, very, very noisy. I did get checked in and out, amazingly. What else? Winter field day, looking forward to that. Signed up for an operator slot, and I'll be there for dinner. And my XYL is recovering nicely 1 month after her thyroid removal surgery. Her voice is still a little wonky, but it's getting better daily. And so fingers crossed. She wants to go back to singing in the car again. So anyway, good to hear everybody tonight. And thanks for running the net, Fred. KE8VZA, back to net control.
Another Trekkie. All right, Eric, let your wife know that Roseanne and I will say a prayer for her. Hopefully the voice comes back full throttle, and she can serenade you as you drive along with her. Glad to know that everything seems to have gone really well with the surgery. You take good care of yourself. Have a terrific Tuesday. Maybe I'll get a chance to say good morning to you tomorrow morning. If not, be safe, stay warm, and I've got you marked down for C, Charlie, for the answer to the trivia. Take care, buddy. KC8FQV, W8WKY. Mark, take it away. It's all yours. How you doing? What's your answer for the trivia?
All right, Brad, KCFQV. Well, yeah, I did a little shoveling today. Just took a little bit of light fluffing off the driveway, part of it, and took some stuff out and threw them out in the woods, some fruit and vegetables, stuff that we didn't need. They dry flowers or whatever. But on the trivia, and I'm going to say the pocket protector. Yep, the pocket protector. Other than that, yeah, my mom went down to the Cleveland Clinic today. She thought she was going to have to walk outside, and I forgot yesterday when we were talking to them. They called to make sure everything was, confirm the appointment. So I called this morning. I said, we have to go outside or whatever? And he said, no, once you come in the building, Jay, you'll be inside the whole time. Even though you got to go to the different streets or whatever, it's all inside. That's a big place down there. I've not been down there, but I know it's big. But I'm going to say Charlie. So we'll send it back to net control. KCNFQV.
KC8FQV WAWKY. Okay, Mark, I got you marked down for letter C, Charlie, for the answer to the trivia. And appreciate your presence here with us this evening. Have yourself a terrific Tuesday, what's left of it. We'll talk to you soon. K4OG, Mr. Hayden, how the heck are you? How'd your Tuesday workday go? What's new, and what's your answer for our trivia question?
WAWKY with WAKOC is net control. Good evening, Fred, K4OG, and good evening to everyone else on the net. Today went fast and nothing much new other than we're playing trivia with you. That's fun. Fred, I've seen a wall clock that projected like numbers on the wall, but I've never seen a math wall clock. Hope I never do. Star Trek, I think you might have said Bluetooth communicator. I remember those Trekkies, they would tap their chest and start talking. There's probably a geek out there that made one of those, but I don't think that's it. When you said no self-respecting geek, something like that, I instantly thought pocket protector. So my answer is going to be Charlie. And the interactive QR mug, haven't seen one of those, but I have seen an interactive QR T-shirt. Thanks to November 8 Whiskey Bravo. Thanks, Stephen. And yeah, that's it, Fred. Thanks for running the net, buddy. We'll talk to you in the morning. K4OG, back to net.
K4OG, WAWKY, Mark. Thanks for being in here with us this evening. Great to hear from you. I'll look forward to talking to you again tomorrow morning. I don't know if you're going to try and make it like I am going to try and make it 5 in a row, but if we get 3 in a row, I'll be here in the morning. Say good morning to you. Wish you the best for the Wednesday ahead. Take good care of yourself. I'll say 7-3, and we'll mark you down for letter C, Charlie, for the trivia. Take care, buddy. KA8MNT. Good evening, Tom. How are you and Ms. Linda doing? And did you have a good Tuesday? I imagine you enjoyed the get-together with the 50.4 crowd this morning. You got an answer for our trivia? WAWKY.
W8WKY, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Fred, and everybody else that is on the net this evening. Well, let me tell you, just after I graduated high school and started my first job in an engineering department, my mom was super happy when I started using one of these things to keep my shirts clean. I didn't have any ink spots in my pocket, so I'm going to go with Charlie, pocket protector. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The 50.4 group was full of it today. I came home from there with a project from one of the guys. He's making some kind of a enclosure, and he needs a mounting plate drawn up so he can send it and have it done, and he asked me to do that for him. So I've been researching the components to get the right sizes and figure out where he wants them and everything so that we can get that accomplished for him. Oh, let's see. I don't know if everybody heard, but Walmart made an announcement that due to the cold weather, all customers should start wearing 2 pairs of pajamas. So with that, I'm going to say 7 threes, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8. Mike, November Tango, turning everything back over to WAWKY.
Humor in the morning and humor in the evening. And you know, it's not really humor because you walk into Walmart and everybody is dressed in their jammies. Yeah. It's a different world we live in today, buddy. I'm sure that project that your friend turned you on to and requested you to perform will go off without a hitch. And nothing else, I'll look forward to talking to you in the morning. You and Ms. Linda have a good evening. Thanks for being in here with us. We'll say 7-3 to you. And that is the bottom of the list so far. So we are not done here this evening. Any stations would like to check in on the Tuesday weekly net for Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, you can give me a call, and we have trivia lined up. If you need a reread on the question, I can perform that as well. Any other stations, please give me a call, WAWKY.
Kilo Charlie 8, Lima Yankee Golf, KC8LYG, Rick and Maslin.
Hotel Delta Papa KC8 HDP Jerry and Shreve.
KF8 AHI Kilo Foxtrot 8 Alpha Hotel India Mike Barberton in and out 73.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Lima Alpha KF8 ELA Zach in Dalton.
All right, we picked up 4 additional stations. KC8LYG, Rick, I got you. KC8HDP, Jerry, I'm afraid that I doubled with you, but I've got you in here. Thanks for being here. KF8AHI, Mike, I got you marked in and out. Thanks for your check-in, appreciate it. Have yourself a terrific Tuesday, what's left of it. And KF8ELA, Zach, I got you in here. Thanks, buddy. Did I miss that round, and is there anyone else before we pull the plug here? All right, not hearing anything from anybody else, I am going to reread the question and the answers for our trivia. You guys might not need it, but I want to make sure I do it. And if there's anybody else that comes in here afterward, they'll be able to know what's going on. Gerson Strasberg, WA2JXX, invented this item, for which a long time no self-respecting geek would have been found without. What is it? Gerson Strasberg, WA2JXX, invented this item which for a long time no self-respecting geek would have been found without. What is it? Answer A, a math wall clock. Answer B, Star Trek Bluetooth communicator badge. Answer C, a pocket protector. Answer D, an interactive QR mug. And answer E, none of the above. Again, Gerson Strasberg, WA2JXX, invented this item, which for a long time no self-respecting geek would have been found without. What is it? A, a math wall clock. B, a Star Trek Bluetooth communicator badge. C, a pocket protector. D, an interactive QR mug. And E, none of the above. With that, I'm going to get back on the list here. KC8LYG, Rick, good evening. Thanks for being in here with us. How is your Tuesday going? And what's your answer for this trivia question? Over to you, W8WKY.
W8WKY.
This is KC8LYG, Rick and Maslin. We're doing good this evening. Just wanted to jump in and say hi. Everyone's doing a great job as always. I'm kind of always listening, but I'm not getting in there much. I'm always busy. Figured I'd jump in and say hello. And 73s to everyone. I would say C, pocket protector for the answer. I watched my father use one for 40 years, and I would think that I've seen him wear them out. So I would think that would be the answer to that one. It just sounds right. But with that, I'll give it back to Net Control so you can get through this. Have a great night. Good talking to you. 73 is KC8LYG, clear.
Okay, Rick, well, thank you for taking the time to check in with us this evening, picking up the mic and hitting the PTT. Much appreciated. Take good care of yourself. Have a terrific Tuesday, what's left of it, and I got you marked down for letter C, Charlie, to the answer to the trivia question. Take care, buddy. 7-3. KC8 HCP, Jerry, good evening. Good to hear you. Hope everything's well on your end. What's new and what's your answer for this trivia question?
W8WKY and the net. This is KC8HDP. Well, good evening, Fred. Good to hear you doing the net this evening, and good to hear everyone on the net as well. Had a dentist appointment at 8:30 this morning, the first one of the day, and it was cold. It was cold. So I had 4 layers on, so it didn't feel too bad outside. But then after the dentist appointment, went to lunch with the Wayne Aries group, and that's always a good time. And just in case anybody was planning to come to Worcester for Winter Field Day, I want to let everyone know that we had an executive meeting this afternoon and canceled all our field day activities for a number of reasons. One of them being that we're old men and it's going to be very cold when we were going to be setting up. So, but that's not the only reason. There's some electrical issues and some people. There was a death in the family for one person that's one of our key people, and they couldn't make it. So, bunch of reasons. But anyway, Winter Field Day for the Wayne Amateur Radio Club. Their club activities are canceled for field day. We're encouraging everyone to operate from home or find another place to go for field day. Let's see. Everybody try to stay warm and look forward to hearing everyone again next week. So with that, we'll send things back to you, Fred. W8WKY and the net from KC8HDP 7-3.
Jerry, real quick, I must have missed it. Did you give an answer for the trivia question?
I did not. Whenever I don't do it first, I forget. Yeah, I'll go with Charlie. I used a pocket protector for many years at work. Had to log everything I did and had to use a Shade 10 welder's lens to look down the tunnels. So, yeah, I'll go with pocket protector. I'll send things back to you, Fred. W8WKY and the net from KC8HDP.
KC8HDP, W8WKY. All right, Jerry, thanks for being in here again. Appreciate it. I hope you have a terrific Tuesday. Sorry to hear you guys are going to have to cancel out on Winter Field Day. That's a bummer. But, boy, I'll tell you, anybody who's left over that is kind of feeling sorry that they don't get to operate Field Day, I'm sure that Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association will welcome you guys on board to come up here and enjoy some time with us. Some on-air time. Jerry, take good care of yourself. 7-3, I will look forward to talking to you soon, and I got you marked down for letter C, Charlie, to the answer to the trivia. KF8ELA, Zach, good evening. Thanks for being here with us. I'm going to throw it over to you, see how your Tuesday went, see if you've got an answer for the trivia. W8WKY.
W8WKY, this is KF8ELA. Good evening, Fred and everyone on the net.
Tuesday was good for me. We got lots of work done today and getting set up for tomorrow. We're out at a client site the rest of the week, getting some work done on an integration, so that's going to be fun. But let's see, I don't have much else to report. We'll go to trivia. I'm torn between a couple answers here, but man, I'm getting pressured onto the bandwagon here. We're going to go with C. Charlie, and we're going to join the club with everyone else. That's all I've got tonight. We'll just hope everyone has a great evening, and we'll send it back to net. This is KF8ELA.
Zach, it's great to welcome you aboard this evening. Thank you for being here with us. Sincerely appreciated. Glad to know everything went well for a Tuesday for you. And on site the rest of the week, hopefully everything goes smoothly, no issues, and everything gets wrapped up at the end of the week the way you'd like it. I've got you marked down for letter C, Charlie, for the answer to the trivia, and we'll see what goes. Take care, buddy. 7-3. I'm going to leave a quick pause here in case there's somebody else that wants to check in on our net, and otherwise I'm going to go ahead and read the answer to the trivia. Alrighty. Hearing nothing. The question was, Gerson Strasberg, WA2JXX, invented this item, which for a long time no self-respecting geek would have been without. What is it? Possible answers: a math wall clock. It was A. B was a Star Trek Bluetooth communicator badge. C was a pocket protector. D was an interactive QR mug. Answer E was none of the above. And the correct answer was C, Charlie, the pocket protector. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 correct answers. So congratulations to those who chose letter C, pocket protector. I don't know, I kind of like the Star Trek Bluetooth communicator badge. That's kind of cool. But anyway, I guess that would only be for Trekkie geeks. Anyway, I want to thank those who checked in and out earlier on. I want to thank all the folks that stuck around to play trivia with us and say hello. That's very much appreciated. Please do remember that tomorrow is SuperNet Wednesday on Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's WAWK feeder. Barometer Net 7 a.m., Board and Breaker Net 1 p.m. and 2 p.m., up to 3 p.m. And tomorrow evening, the Beacon Net 9:30 early check-ins and 10 p.m. regular net. So with that, thanks to one and all, 7-3 to one and all. Everybody stay warm, stay safe. I'll return the repeater back to normal amateur use at the hour of 9:04 p.m. Take care, everyone. 7-3. WAWKY signing off.
One more time, WAWKY, 4 Golf 8 Whiskey, Victor from the Philippines.